Welcome to our video. The truth about electric vehicles. Are they really better for the planet? As the world increasingly turns to electric vehicles, EVs, as a sustainable alternative to gas-powered cars, it's essential to delve deeper into the reality behind their environmental impact. From the methods of electricity production to the sourcing of raw materials and the challenges of recycling, we'll explore the complex landscape of electric vehicles. Join us as we unpack the myths and realities surrounding EVs and consider the innovations and global efforts that could shape their future. 1. It matters how the electricity is made. Electric cars are often seen as a greener alternative to conventional vehicles. But the environmental benefits depend heavily on how the electricity used to charge them is produced. If the electricity comes from burning coal, the environmental advantages diminish. However, even with a typical mix of fossil fuel and renewable energy sources in the US, electric vehicles generally emit fewer greenhouse gases than gasoline cars. For example, a Chevrolet Bolt emits about 189 grams of carbon dioxide per mile, whereas a Toyota Camry emits 385 grams. These numbers can vary based on the energy source. Grids powered by coal can make electric vehicles less environmentally friendly, sometimes even less so than hybrid cars like the Toyota Prius. Fortunately, many countries are working to clean up their electric grids, which is good news for the future of electric vehicles. 2. Raw materials can be problematic. The batteries in electric vehicles rely on raw materials such as cobalt, lithium, and rare earth elements. These materials come with significant environmental and human rights issues. Cobalt mining, for example, can lead to hazardous waste and air pollution. A large portion of the world's cobalt comes from the Democratic Republic of Congo, where mining conditions are often unsafe and exploitative. Lithium mining also poses environmental challenges, particularly in terms of water usage. Automakers are trying to eliminate the use of artisanal cobalt and develop batteries that require less or no cobalt. However, these technologies are still being developed. Meanwhile, manufacturers must work with mining communities to ensure safer and more environmentally friendly practices. 3. Recycling could be better. As electric vehicles age, recycling their batteries becomes a critical issue. Currently, only about 5% of lithium-ion batteries are recycled, compared to 99% of lead-acid batteries. Recycling presents an opportunity to recover valuable metals and reduce environmental impact. However, the process can be resource-intensive. Another option is to repurpose old batteries for energy storage, which could extend their usefulness. Although challenges remain, finding a second life for these batteries could help mitigate the environmental concerns associated with their disposal. 4. Addressing battery manufacturing concerns. Manufacturing electric vehicle batteries involves processes that can be environmentally taxing. For instance, producing lithium-ion batteries is about 50% more water-intensive than making traditional engines. This raises concerns, especially in regions where water is scarce. Automakers are developing new methods to reduce water consumption and emissions during manufacturing. Efforts to minimize the environmental footprint of battery production are crucial for the sustainability of electric vehicles. 5. Reducing the carbon footprint. Electric vehicles are generally more efficient than their gasoline counterparts. However, the process of manufacturing them, especially the batteries, can generate significant emissions. Automakers are working on reducing the carbon footprint of their production processes. Using renewable energy sources in manufacturing and finding more sustainable materials are steps in the right direction. As these practices become more widespread, the overall environmental impact of electric vehicles is expected to decrease. 6. Innovations in battery technology. One of the key challenges for electric vehicles is improving battery technology. Companies are investing heavily in research to develop batteries that are more efficient and less reliant on scarce resources. Solid-state batteries, for example, could offer higher energy density and longer lifespans. Such innovations could make electric vehicles more viable and environmentally friendly. As these technologies mature, they could play a significant role in addressing the current limitations of electric vehicles. 7. Global efforts to improve electric vehicles. Many countries are taking steps to improve electric vehicles' sustainability. Governments are offering incentives for electric vehicle adoption and investing in cleaner energy sources. These efforts are crucial for making electric vehicles a genuinely green alternative. By focusing on cleaner energy production and sustainable manufacturing, the global shift towards electric vehicles could have a significant positive impact on the environment. 8. The road ahead for electric vehicles. As the world looks to reduce its carbon footprint, electric vehicles present a promising solution. However, their environmental benefits depend on various factors, including how they are charged and manufactured. Continued innovation and commitment to sustainable practices are essential for realizing the full potential of electric vehicles. The transition to a more sustainable transportation system will require collaboration between governments, automakers, and consumers.